I'm getting like this.
Oh, the single view thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting an error here.
Hmm.
Um, saying that it's undefined.
Below index.
My not that. Sorry. Like it's saying, I guess the solo person
Okay.
thing is
What
not
did you, what
defined.
happens when you click on it though?
When I click on it,
Like yeah, the isn't there like a learn more button or something like that?
sorry.
Like the on your actual website.
Oh, just kidding. No. So it goes to the thing, but did that do what I wanted to do? Oh,
Yeah, because it doesn't have anything until you click on it.
okay. So okay, that makes sense now. So my question, I guess I have a follow up question.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I did this in the div, it didn't work on my page because I think you did something like this, correct?
Yeah, let's try that. Uncomment it and let's see what errors come up or what.
And it should be when I click on.
It does it there. I clicked on
Oh,
Steve Skywalker.
see, now that you're here, it's working. Or I was
Uh,
looking. Okay, just kidding.
try it from the beginning though.
Okay. Um, like go to.
Hmm,
Oh, I guess this is the page I had an error
refresh it.
on.
Hmm. Cannot read properties undefined. Um, where are you? So, I wonder if we have to do some conditional rendering, like if there's something there, then do it. But if not, um,
Like on that single person page.
maybe. Can you put a question mark to the left of the dot, like solo person question mark dot name
Next to the dot, you said?
to the left of the dot?
Or-
I'm just curious if that's gonna help. Oh wait, is it okay? Thought I saw it right, something right. Okay, refresh your page. Okay,
Oh.
so the question mark, I don't know exactly what the heck that is, but my understanding is that it gives a little buffer, like a moment for
Mm,
it to to get a value.
okay.
So yeah, and if that doesn't work, then we'll need to do the thing. Remember the condition. If it's true, do this, and if not, do
Oh,
that.
okay, I can do that. Okay. All
So
right. But it looks
I
like
guess
it's
that's
working
good.
now. Yeah. Thank you. I was
Go back
like
to no, go
fighting.
back to your website and go back
Oh,
to the home page. Still working. Click on a different.
hold on. Oh, I didn't do that one yet. I don't think.
Okay. Yeah,
Hold
seems
on.
like it's working.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
oh my gosh. I was fighting all day. All right. Let me.
Sure.
Thank you. Um,
All
So
right.
how did you write your code, love? Because I had the same like I
You're having
click
the
it.
same problem?
Yeah, I can click it and it'll say I want to see blank profile, but it won't say the name of the person that I clicked.
Share your screen.
So like, I'm gonna show you right now. Whoops. This is what I was doing it, like trying to call it with.
Oh, I see the problem.
I think I see the problem too.
Something here for sure.
Exactly what you're highlighting.
Yeah, where are you getting solo name from?
Solo was this name was the variable, like, well, not the variable. This was the variable test, but like this solo has to match this right here, right?
No. Mm-mm.
No? Oh, okay. So then, yeah, I'm doing it wrong.
So take another guess. Like, what should it should be something dot name, and your answer is right here on your code.
Solo person? But
No, not that.
Oh,
What is the? Well, look at your console log.
People. My person available people.
Where does people come from?
The name of the
Nope.
well,
It comes from. You can find the answer right here on this page. Where does people come from?
right here.
Uh huh.
So it'd be people dot name.
Yeah. Because people is the the person you click on.
Mm-hmm.
Because so let's go to your routes. So on line 29.
Mm-hmm.
So solo, path solo, that's just like the URL to make it go to your component called solo person,
Oh, okay.
right? And then slash test, you have a colon, slash colon test, which means it's a variable.
Mm-hmm.
And then, cool. So let's go to people JSX. So here on line 22,
Mm-hmm.
what are you passing to the test variable?
The plus I. Well, the
Right.
I.
Exactly, the I, which is a number, which represents, that comes from line 14, person, comma, I.
Mm-hmm.
So it represents the position in the array that they're in.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, go back to solo person. So we have test on line 9, which we just talked about what that is exactly. Um, so on line 14, what does store.people refer to?
Store is like this is like the access to the store,
Right.
and
And
then
why store.people? What does dot people refer to?
dot people is like the names of the name of the array.
Right. The array that has go to home,
Mm,
JSX. Scroll up. Let's look at get people. So here on line 21, you got set people.
mm,
That's the type. Okay. So line 19 gives you an array of Star Wars people with a bunch of information. So let's go to your store, JS. Let's look for set people type. Okay. So on line 16, you're saying I want to update the people variable with whatever I got from Star Wars API fetch people. So if you scroll all the way up, that's that thing on line 4.
this right,
So when you say store.people, you mean that.
the array.
And what's inside of that comes from line 12 to line 17. You're filling that variable up there with the fetch you made.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so if you go back to solo person, so we got on line 14, store.people is that array of all those Star Wars people. And then you got square bracket, which we know the syntax. You know, if you put square bracket 0, it would be the first item in that people array. But instead, we got test, which, depending on what you click on, it will be a different number because it's the position.
Of the what's in the array.
Yeah, so store.people square bracket test will be one item of that array. And that's saved into this variable called people on line
Oh,
14. So people.name, yeah.
okay.
A lot of
So
moving pieces.
yeah.
And then you might need to do the question mark thing.
Before the period.
Yeah. Um, I want to see. Go back to your home, maybe. Yeah. Luke
Okay.
Skywalker. Oh, I get it. It was like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now I got it.
Cool, 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 cool.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right. Anybody else? Brandon,
Mm,
Jackie, Drew.
mine is not working because don't take the name.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take a look. Alrighty. Learn more.
When I push here, only appears but not the name in your
Okay.
samples.
Cool. Yeah. Let's look at it. Single person. My character dot name. My character is stored up people position. Okay. Let's look at card JSX. Card plus index. Scroll up a little. Oh, I see. So, but yeah, keep scrolling up. Keep on going. Oh, I see. It's because the way you have this set up. So, okay. So, first of all, scroll down to the button. Okay. So, first of all, on line 30, you have card slash plus index, but it's in a quote.
Okay.
So, well, you need quotes, but we want, so put the quote back, but the plus index needs to be JavaScript. So you need to close a quote right before to the left of the plus. I mean, wait, before you do that, before you change it, keep it the way it is. And let's click on the button again. Go to your website. I'm surprised it works. So look at the URL. We'll click on the button
Okay.
and
Card
look at the top.
index.
Right. We don't want to see plus index in the URL. What we want to see is card/1 or
Okay.
card/3. It depends who you click on.
Okay.
So go back to your code and go to here. So right. So we don't want to see plus index. We want to see a number. So put a quote right there and then delete the quote over there. Okay. Oh wait, so did I do that wrong? Plus link to, wait, is that right? Plus, oh, do we do, maybe put curlies? Like 2 equals curly bracket.
Where?
2, like starting with the 2. 2
Oh, number
equals,
two.
no,
Two.
Two equals, and then put an F in front of the first quotation, and then curly
Oh,
brackets the index.
here.
put curly, yeah, put a curly there. And now go to the right of index and put the one more to the left. Delete that. Move to the left once.
And erase. Okay.
Nope.
There.
And then do a right curly bracket. That should work. But we're gonna have a problem because you're gonna get an error that says index is undefined.
Okay.
Because on this page, you don't have a variable called index, so it's going to scream at you saying, what do you mean index? So go to your home. Okay, so go to the people store.people array. Okay, so there on line 45. So we have index right here. You see on line 45?
Yes.
Store.people item comma index. So we need to pass it as a prop. So you see where you're calling card on line 47?
Yes. Here.
Yeah, so you have two props right now. You have item equals item.
Okay.
That's one prop. And then you have another prop called category equals people.
Mm-hmm.
So now we need to add a third prop that's called index equals index, I guess. Well, let's do it different just for the sake of learning. So add another prop called, let's call it like position equals index.
Could you repeat it, please?
Add a third prop to the card component, and let's call it position equals index.
Okay. Here.
Yep. That's where you put the props. Okay, but you want that to be a variable, so you want to put
Oh, sorry.
curlies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, let's fix this up a little. So, you got a div. You see the word card, capital C, card. Okay, go to the left a little, in between those two arrows, one more, there. Hit enter. Okay. Now you see all the way to the right on line 48, the div.
Yes.
Okay, go in between the arrows. No, on line 48, all the way to the right.
Oh, sorry.
All the way to the right. Go in between the arrows and hit enter. Okay, hit backspace.
Sorry?
Backspace to move it.
Yeah.
Good. So there's the div, line 47, 49. Cool. Then we have the card.
Okay.
I think that's good enough. All right. So now we added a new prop called position. And the position is getting the index. You see that?
Yeah, this one, right?
Right. Okay, so let's go to your card now. Okay, so scroll up. So on line 5, all the way up there, you can put your prop in there. Item, comma, category, and then put another comma, and you can put position. So that's the name we gave the prop. Okay, now scroll back down to the button.
It doesn't matter that it's in other color.
Say it again?
It's
doesn't-
another color because you haven't actually referenced it. As soon as you type in position where he's going to tell you to put it,
Okay.
change to the dark blue.
Okay.
So instead of index, put position. Okay. Cool. So let's see what happens. I think that should work.
Yeah, it works.
Great. And you see the URL on the top. It says card/0 now. So that's good.
Yeah. Number 3 now for
/3.
navigator. Great.
So yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect. I had a similar issue, but it was a little hard to follow with that because I know Jackie had her set up a little bit differently.
Sure, yeah. Okay, let's check it out.
Share real quick. All right. I was trying to follow along with what you did with Shailene, but let me know. So far, it's just showing. So this is I have it on a character 1, and it is showing. This the button that I have here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was trying to pull in dynamically the character name.
Okay. So were you following along when I was like walking through it with Shay?
A bit, not completely, because I was a little lost.
Got you. Okay. Well, let's walk through how it's supposed to work here. So
Okay.
So you have word, which is the variable of the URL. Oh, you didn't do the array thing yet. Right. So word in your case, the that's going to be a number, right? So go to people JSX. Okay, so you have on line 13 person comma I. So I is the index, and then on line 26, you're saying one character plus I. That comes from line 13. So that's a number.
Right.
So that number will be useful because it will match the position that person you click on, their position in the array. So,
Right.
so in character 1 JSX, currently you're not using word variable, you're just console logging it. So the next part is you need to leverage that position number, the position to, the position of the array. So word is only useful in this context if you use it to pull the person out from the array, So where do you have an array of all the people?
Yep. So it's in the store called people as well.
Cool. So how would you access it in your character 1 JSX? That people array.
Right. So I would think it's store.people, right?
Good.
And then if I'm pulling the name, it would be .name in addition to that.
Almost. So let's sometimes I like to make several variables just because it wraps my brain around it. So let's create a variable in line 13 called like people array or something like that.
Cool. Array. Completely misspelled. Jeez, what's wrong with me today? Okay, there we go.
All right, and so what should that be equal to? You told
this
me
should be equal. Okay, so should this be equal to the store.people?
Exactly. That's our array.
Okay, and I think that's the part I missed with Shailene. Like, why do we need to do that before using it over on this page?
Got you. And so now create another variable right below that called like a selected person or something to that effect. Cool. So
and then for this would be.
So what's your so you already created a variable of the array in your character 1 JSX. So go back there. And then, so we know how do you get the like if you wanted like the variable on line 14 to be the first person, which is Luke Skywalker,
Got it.
what would
So
you need
yep,
to put?
so we'd want to use the ID. I know we had used I as a way to pull the key, right?
Well,
So
before you jump to that,
mhm,
we know the index would be 0 for the first person, right?
right.
So let's just pretend we're gonna hard code it. That line 14 needs to be the first person.
Okay.
So you use 0 at some point, but what else do you need? Uh-huh. Cool. And now what else needs to go next to that?
Is it person? Okay, so
Not
hold on. So
almost.
it would be well if I'm pulling from the array that I have.
And you have the
People
variable already in your code on line 13.
store that people, right? So okay, so I could do people array
Uh-huh.
0. So that would
Good.
call the first. Okay.
So instead of a 0, we want it instead of being 0, that number needs to change.
To the I.
Not almost, not I though. How do we access that I here?
Would
Remember we
it
have it in the
be
URL. We're using the so yeah, you start at people. Exactly. So there's the
okay?
I you're talking about, and then we pass it to line 26,
Okay, so
and that gets saved where?
this gets saved.
You go to routes.
Routes, so one character. So, oh, this gets saved in Word.
Good.
Got it. Okay, so let's see. And then Word I have here under the use params.
But it's really it's saved
So
in Word.
really
Like,
saved in Word.
yeah, there
So
you go. That's it.
bingo. Okay. Got you. Okay.
So now on line 23, you're going to keep .name, but instead of store .people, you would
Okay.
put
Where? Well, hold on. Person. There you go.
there you go.
Person dot name.
Yeah.
Okay. So then why couldn't we just pull directly from store?
You could.
Is that a good question? Because initially I was like, okay, store dot people dot name, which
You
didn't
could have
work.
done store.people square bracket word
Okay.
.name, but this looks cleaner, person.name,
Got it. Okay. Okay.
And you could even be a little more picky and instead of person have a even more like intuitive variable name like selected person or I don't know, something like that, and then it'd be even more cleaner and even more easy to follow instead of store.people square bracket word .name. It's like if you visit this however many months from now, you'll be like, okay, what? Store.people square bracket word? Let me look at 3 different files to remember what the hell that is,
Got you.
But if it's selected person.name, you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. It's the selected person. And, so that's the benefit of putting a bunch of variables there.
It's important it's important to remember that in these projects, there's a million different ways to do it. However,
sure.
you choose the way that makes the most sense to you.
Yeah, well said, for sure.
Got it. Okay.
It seems like we're learning that you had to put a question mark, like person question mark.
Oh, that's right. And you said, well, it's a buffer?
Yeah, you have to Google it, but that's my understanding of
it. So it's still coming up blank right now.
Try it. Go back to the home and click on like in your actual website. Go to your home page and then click on a person, like a learn more button. See more.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Hold on. Let me go back again. Cool. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I got to study what we just did a little bit more.
Yeah. And like maybe
That's a
in
lot
your
of
final
back and forth.
project at the end of the class, try to do something similar so you'll like repeat it for yourself again, type of thing.
Yeah, to strengthen it. That'd be good. Okay. Appreciate it.
Sweet. Awesome. All right. Anybody else? Haven't heard from Drew or Jackie. Anything going on with y'all? Oh, I did hear from Jackie. Anything with you, Drew?
Not right now. I'm still just working on it.
Got you. All right. Haven't heard any questions about the
I'm actually watching the videos now.
Gotcha.
And kind of following along with it.
Ooh.
Yeah, Alex, do you want us to use this time to continue to work on it, or
say it one more time?
do you want us to use this time to continue to work on it?
That makes sense to me. Yeah, I mean, I just want to have this time be useful to you guys, and like I said, I felt like the Python stuff, it's pretty easy to do on your own, so
Knock on wood.
But yeah, so yeah, because there's still the favorites thing. Like Love was saying, I put a video out there
The
for y'all.
videos.
You guys can look at that, or if you prefer to ask me about it, I can help with that too, or whatever. I'm gonna look into this API stuff. Let's see.
Oh, Alex, mine crashed now. It's saying something about the single JSX.
Yeah.
Um,
Take a look.
I don't know what that is. I mean, I know it's the thing they're talking about. Reading find.
Wait, are you even using single?
No, that's why I'm confused.
Why would it be? So go back to your page. So what triggered that?
I was putting in my cards on the last one, and then it just did this when I tried to like click something.
Go back to your go back to on your website, go back to like the homepage. You can in the URL get rid of the single and all that stuff. Okay. So yeah, what were you?
I clicked this and then
See more. So go show me that button in your code. See more.
I believe.
I think it's in home. I would have to guess.
Oh yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
So this single is what they're talking about.
Yeah, because you have to look at your routes to see when you put single in the URL, where does it lead to? You have to look at your route JSX.
This one.
Mm-hmm. So that's not what you want. Where do you want it to go to instead?
The solo person.
Cool. Well, you have to look at the path.
Single.
So there's a path and there's an element. The path is when the URL looks like this, it needs to go somewhere. And the element, you see there's element equals.
Mm-hmm.
That shows you what like React component is going to point to. So what React component do you want to show up when you click the see more?
This one, solo person.
Okay, so where do you have that in your routes, JSX?
Right down here.
And so what's the path?
Solo test.
Right, and we know test is a variable. So yeah, it needs to be solo, not single.
Also, it has to match these two.
Well, like line 27 is just something that they put there. So
can I take it out?
Yeah.
Oops.
But the main thing is with your code on your home, when you click on it, the link needs to match the route. So right now you're saying single.
So it should say solo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hopefully that was.
You need to change the URL in the thing.
Oh, okay.
Weird though, it's saying if you look at the URL, it's saying like something weird.
When I click it?
Yeah, it's like percentages and like see 20% or whatever. So
what does that mean?
I don't know. I didn't go to your home code. So here you're saying, oh well, look at the URL. You're saying solo /+1, but it's in quotes. If you want to use JavaScript, it can't have quotes around it.
The
like plus is a JavaScript thing.
So it will have to look like this without the.
No. So it's just JavaScript. It's like if you put 1+1 and you put quotes around it, it's not going to add 1 and 1 together. It's going to show 1 + 1. You know.
So I don't understand. You asking me?
So you're a moment ago you were saying solo slash plus one.
Uh-huh.
Plus one is like JavaScript thing. You're adding it. You're asking it to add something, but the plus symbol
Mm-hmm.
isn't going to do anything if it's has quotes to the left and right of it.
So I can't have the quotes inside of this.
Um. So go to your people JS. Yeah, your people. So look how you made it work here. Look at line 26.
Oh, so only the word and the slashes have to be inside of the quotation.
Right. And now, because the quotes are only around that, when you do plus I,
Mm-hmm.
JavaScript says, okay, you want me to add something? Cool. And I is a variable. And JavaScript starts like interpreting it, you know?
Okay. So only the word actually then. So
yeah. But what are you trying to do here anyway, though?
I was done. I was testing the buttons on each, I guess, section, and then that's when it crashed.
Okay, got you. So you're just kind of experimenting.
Yeah, I was just making sure everything was still working.
All right.
Let's see. Okay, so now it's just regular. Okay. Got it. Now. Thank you again.
Sure. He's learning back sound effects. Oh, it's a follow. Interesting. I kind of don't like that, but so anyway, yeah, for you, Shay, I think you need to have 3 different components now.
Mm-hmm.
Single person, single planet, and single vehicle. Because right now, it's like all of them have a name, but the idea is the single view is supposed to have like, I don't know, 6 or 7 different things about the person. The name, their gender, their hair color, their eye color, what planet they're from, and etc. And then vehicles is going to be completely different. Like, I don't even know what they have. The
Model, passengers,
whatever vehicle stuff, and then the planet also population. So you can't I mean, you could, but it's a little, it's, I don't know, kind of easier to just make 3 different components, but they're going to behave very similarly. So you're going to have 3 of everything, like 3 routes. So you have 1 route right now in your route JSX that it points to a single person or whatever you called it.
Mm-hmm.
You need 2 more routes that will basically look exactly the same, but they'll each point to different components.
Okay, and it's not possible to put them all on the same route.
You could, but then it would take some like conditional rendering. I don't know if you saw Jackie sharing her screen. She got help from a mentor who showed her how to make, like, you know how you have person JSX and
Do
planet.
you need that I share my screen? Sorry, Alex.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
No worries.
I don't
Um,
understand.
no, yeah. So you have a person JSX, a planet JSX, and a vehicle JSX. 3 different components.
Mm-hmm.
You could combine all those, but then there's going to be some conditional rendering. Like, you remember how we did the condition? If this is true, do this, and if not, do that.
Mm-hmm.
It would be something similar to that. So I would say it's easier to do it like 3 separate routes.
And it'll be the same layout, kind of same.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want, I could get you going, and then I feel like once you get a second one, you should be able to do the third one on your own type of thing.
Okay.
It's also good practice to have every function won't be in charge of one separate thing, as it makes bug fixing a lot simpler.
Yeah. Yeah, like once you get your fundamentals more down and you get more comfortable, it would be more ideal to have like one component, because like these things are doing things that are very similar. The vehicles JSX, people JSX, and planet JSX. They all look the same. It's just little details that are different. And anytime you find that, it's always a good thing to combine it. And like what Thomas is saying, the like go to your home JSX. So get people, get planets, get vehicles. All those functions. Scroll up a little to see those functions. So if you look at them, they're basically the same. Fetch dot then dispatch dispatch.
Yeah.
So anytime you see that, there's almost always a way to combine it. So it's just one function, and you just have some like props or parameters to like
change them up.
Yeah. But that's when you're ready for that. I think maybe for like the final project, that'll be good to push yourself a little and see if you can do that and here and there. But cool, yeah. So, all right, your routes.
I don't need this, right? The single, because we just took
Right,
it
you
out.
don't need that. Yeah, that was from the demo. Okay, so you have solo person. So let's start there. Let's create solo planet and solo vehicle. Like I would copy. I think you can. Can you right click right on like on your files, solo person JSX down there in the pages? Right click on it and copy it. And then right click on pages and paste it. Cool. And now right click on that file.
The copy.
And rename. Cool. So let's delete that and name it, solo planet or something.
People. Is this planet or people? People.
You already have person, so it's going to be the planet or the vehicle.
Okay.
Okay. So now you can click on the thing, and now let's rename. Yeah, on line 7. Cool. And let's rename line 14 that variable. And then what array?
Planet.
What array would we want to? Cool. And now I guess we can delete line 15 or keep that. Just change it. So now it's that variable. Cool. And now line 18. Great. I think it's a good start. So let's do this. Let's do the second one all the way through, and then I'll leave you room to see if you can do it on your own. The third one, the vehicles. Great. So
Another route for this one, right?
a route for that, exactly, yeah.
So it would be still in pages, right?
It would be the route JSX. So you copy all that, or you can type it out if you feel like it.
So now this would be planet.
It would be whatever you want it to be. That one. That the path equals, it can be anything.
Doesn't have to connect to this planet.
What makes it connect is the element part. Element equals.
Oh.
You just put the component right there.
Oh, okay. Anything?
But something that makes sense for you. It could be planet.
Yeah.
Pluto. All right.
And then
so now change the component. You got to import it. You could just click that thing, I think, and it might import it for you. Just look up to see if it did. Scroll up. Is it imported? There it is. Cool. Okay, so now Pluto is what, if the URL says Pluto and then slash and some kind of number, it would go there. So let's go to planet JSX. Okay, where's that button?
right down here.
Okay, so what do you need to change on line 24?
Solo.
What are you changing it to?
Pluto.
And that will stay the same because we need the thing. Cool, and let's have something in let's go to solo person. And let's have something here. Instead of the word profile, how about you put like something so it's like specific to a person, like the word person, I guess, or
I want to see person thing.
That's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
So something. So it's like
I want to see. Let's say full
I
background.
want to see Luke Skywalker's full background information.
Profile, but yeah.
Okay, so whatever. And so let's go to solo. What is it? Planet. And let's have something different so we know. I want to see Earth's full planet info. You can obsess over that later, but just something to.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So let's see if that worked. Let's do a click. on the planet.
Jeez.
Okay, let's scroll. Inspect.
Remove child.
Scroll up. Let's go back to your code. Every now and then the errors don't quite. Let's see. So planet equals store dot planet. Let's go to your store. I want to make sure your array is called planet. Planets.
Okay.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't?
No,
Oh,
because
right.
no. We just looked in your store.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's planets. Like the variable in your store is planets. So how do you access your store in your solo planet file?
How do we access it? Right here?
Right. That's the thing that needs to change. And then all the other stuff can stay the same.
Okay.
All right, let's see now. Yeah, it worked and it's being all weird.
I want to see full planet. Wait.
Just go back to the home.
To tuning. Okay.
And it says planet information, so we know it. Cool. And so now, excuse me, now you can add more stuff. Like the name of the planet, the population of the planet, there we go, climate, etc. And then the people, the solo person, you can, if you click on them, you can add whatever information they got.
Oh, like this. And
That stuff, yeah. And then you can do your own for the vehicles as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Ooh, hopefully it doesn't crash again.
It will, and you just gotta look at the console.
I have to create a third route for
Right.
my vehicle, for solo vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you do it? You got 5 minutes. That's the timer of death on you.
So copy this one, right?
Not that one. It would be solo person or solo planet.
Oh, it's like the base layout. Copy, and then it'll be a new page or folder.
You could actually paste it instead of doing that.
Paste it to.
Like you could just right click on pages, the directory, and then
Oh.
I don't know. It's like tomato. You can like make a new file and then just like copy and paste the code. This is a different way to.
No, yeah, that is better.
It blew my mind. I saw someone I was working with do that like I want to say like 2 months ago, and I was like, what? I didn't know you could paste it like that. Anyway.
That's helpful though.
Yeah.
So vehicle, and this will be vehicles.
Nice. And then you're missing one other thing you need to change.
Change?
In that file, in this file.
Oh my god, it's probably staring right at me.
It's more towards the top.
Up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool.
And so now the route as well. So Since we're in Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay. Those two. So then now I don't need these three. Well, I still do need them.
Yeah, but we're still missing one thing in vehicles JSX.
Oh, in this vehicle?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I think. Oh, this.
Mm-hmm.
I put spaceship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That. So those three.
And let's change something in the solo vehicle component, like full background information of the vehicle or just something.
Sandcrawler. Okay.
Nice.
So eventually, when we click it, I click one of these, it will have like a whole image and stuff like that, and everything laid out.
Right. Yeah. You can build it, and you got all the information you need there.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. This API is annoying. The images are like not available on it, so you gotta. They have some instructions on the in the 4Geeks project instructions. They show you a different thing to use the API.
Mm-hmm.
A different API that has images. So, but yeah.
I'll look for that. Okay.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right, y'all. Well, it is 9. So how do we do? Let me check in with everyone before we go. Jackie, how far did you get? Were you working on Star Wars also?
Yes, I am trying to do the same that I did in single person for single vehicle and also for single planet.
Perfect. Sounds good. How about you, Brandon?
Yeah, I was following along with your videos. I was getting through those.
Okay, the favorites thing.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
Yep,
So
yep.
where are you at with the favorites?
Oh, did you say something? I can't hear you.
Yeah, where are you at with the favorites?
I'm getting along pretty well. I may have a Oh, this is our last day working on it, huh?
Mm-hmm. But you can always message me or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I may need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind hanging out for a sec if it's something we could look at. Up to you.
I think I wanna try to complete it myself first, and then
Word.
I'll message you. I'll message you indirectly if I got any additional questions.
Got you. Sounds good. How about you, Love?
Your videos are very helpful. I just got it on my people array.
Okay.
So I just got to do the same thing on the other not array component. So I just got to do it on my other components. But your videos was very, 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 very helpful.
Awesome. Good to hear. Glad. How about you, Drew?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I was watching your videos about the favorites thing too.
Got you. All right, y'all. Sounds good. Well, so I was looking into it, and it seems like next class, it's another Learn Pack thing. It's a nice little intro to APIs. And that's like our main project. So we'll do that together and talk about it. Yeah, it should be pretty chill. And so leave room for questions and exploring things a little bit. But yeah, so there is a reading with APIs.